fiscal policy as part of our macroeconomic topic. Fiscal policy refers to how the government use spending and taxation to influence the economy. This policy is important because it helps manage inflation, reduce unemployment, and support economic growth.
Now, I will explain about fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is how the government use tax and spending to manage the economy. When the economy is slow, the government spend more or lowers tax to boost growth. Now, if the government spend too much, it can cause inflation where price rise. So spending must be done wisely. Lower tax give people more money to spend, which help the economy. In short, fiscal policy is about balance, helping the economy grow while keeping it stable.
This chapter explains the theory behind fiscal policy. Fiscal policy involves government spending and taxation to support the economy. For example, to control inflation and reduce unemployment. According to Keynesian theory, the government should increase spending or cut tax during a downturn and do the opposite during inflation. The fiscal multiplier shows that government spending can boost economic output, for example, through job creation in infrastructure projects. Lastly, automatic stabilizer like progressive tax and unemployment benefit help stabilize the economy without direct government action.
The literature review covers three fiscal policy theories. First, Keynesian fiscal theory. The Ministry of Finance 2023 reported that stimulus packages like Prihatin were used to boost demand during COVID-19, showing classic Keynesian response. Second, fiscal multiplier effect. A World Bank study by Rafi and Zafat 2012 found that public investment in Malaysia had a high multiplier of up to 2.7 during downturns, showing strong impact on growth. Third, automatic stabilizer. The IMF 2024 noted that programs like Sumbangan Tunai Rahmah help maintain spending for low-income households during tough time. This example shows how Malaysia applied key fiscal strategies during economic challenge.
Now, I will talk about microeconomic problems in Malaysia. In Malaysia, face two main economic problems, inflation and unemployment. So inflation causes a price to rise, while employment reduces people's income. To solve this, a government used a fiscal policy to including taxes, subsidy and also a government spending. To reduce unemployment, the government launched a development project and a job of program like MyStep and Jana Kerja, especially for the fresh graduate. To control inflation, the government gives subsidy on essentials like RON 95 petrol to control a price of a basic goods and reduce important taxes like lower a production costs. In conclusion, fiscal policy helps to stabilize the economy and to protect a people's life standard.
Lastly, I will talk about the conclusion and the policy recommendations. Governments use fiscal policy to stabilize the economy through changes in spending and taxation. During a recession, the government can boost the economy by increasing spending on infrastructure and cutting taxes to encourage consumer and business activity. But during a boom, they do the opposite, cut spending and raise taxes to prevent inflation. Monetary policy managed by central banks like Bank Negara Malaysia also plays a role. To control inflation, interest rates are raised to slow down spending. However, to reduce unemployment, interest rates are lowered to make borrowing cheaper and stimulate investment. Lastly, exchange rate policy helps regulate trade and inflation. A stronger currency makes imports cheaper, helping to reduce inflation. A weaker currency makes exports more competitive, boosting demand and creating jobs. Together, these policies must be used wisely to avoid debt and ensure balanced economic growth.
That's all from us. Thank you.